All right, get ready to have your mental map of America completely redrawn. We're about to explore some geographical facts that are so surprising they're going to make you question everything you thought you knew about the country.
So let's just start with this question. What if that map is, well, wrong? The United States is a land of incredible contrasts, and as you're about to see, some of the most basic facts we all think we know, they aren't quite right. So, for our first section, let's just reorient ourselves. We're going to peel back that familiar map and look at the country in a way you probably never have before. This just seems impossible, doesn't it? How can one state be both? Well, the answer is hidden in Alaska's Aleutian Islands. They stretch so far west that they actually cross the 180th meridian, the line that separates the western and eastern hemispheres. It's a wild cartographical quirk that means a piece of Alaska is technically in the eastern hemisphere, making it both the easternmost and westernmost state. Crazy. And this is a brilliant example of how a flat map can totally trick you. You'd think Florida, way down south, would be closer to Africa, but nope. Because the Earth is curved and Africa kind of bulges out up north, Quoddy Head in Maine is nearly 900 miles closer to Morocco than Miami is. It's just a perfect reminder of how our planet's shape plays tricks on our intuition. Okay, so now that we've kind of corrected our mental compass, let's get a handle on America's absolutely mind-boggling scale. The numbers you're about to see are, well, they're just staggering. Take a look at this number. 5,525 miles. That is the length of the border the U.S. shares with Canada. But what's truly remarkable isn't just how long it is, it's the nature of it. This is the longest peaceful international boundary on the entire planet. A massive testament to cooperation, especially when it comes to managing shared resources like the Great Lakes. And speaking of the Great Lakes, wow. They hold an astonishing 21% of all the surface freshwater on Earth. That's over 6 quadrillion gallons. It provides drinking water for more than 40 million people. The scale it's almost unimaginable. So how do you even connect a country this vast? Let's talk roads. Globally, you have massive nations like India and China with these immense road networks. But notice who's sitting right at the top. And there it is. The punchline, over 4.1 times million miles of roads. That makes the U.S. road network the most extensive in the world. It is a colossal feat of engineering that was literally designed to tame a continent. It really puts the scale of the country into perspective, doesn't it? Let's go back to Alaska for a moment, because its size is just so often misunderstood on maps. We're talking 586,000 square miles. It's not just big, it's gigantic. You could fit Texas inside it 2.5 times. You could fit the entire United Kingdom inside it more than 7 times over. It is a state on a completely different scale. The scale isn't just horizontal, it's vertical. And this might be the most dramatic example anywhere. In California, the highest point in the lower 48 states, Mount Whitney, is just 85 miles from the lowest point in all of North America, Death Valley. That is an elevation difference of nearly 15,000 feet in what's basically less than a 2-hour drive. Okay, so we've got this massive, extreme landscape. How does that actually affect the people living on it? Well, this next section explores the human side of American geography. So get this. If you draw a line on a map just west of San Antonio, Texas, a staggering 80% of the entire U.S. population lives to the east of it. Those rugged mountains and vast deserts out west mean that, despite its huge land area, it's actually far more sparsely populated. And here is a perfect illustration of just how sparse it can be. In Wyoming, there are literally twice as many cattle as there are people. The state's entire economy and culture are deeply tied to ranching, a reality shaped directly by its wide-open geography. Here's a fun little historical detail for you. We all think of states like Colorado or Wyoming as these perfect rectangles, right? Well, they're not. Early surveyors back in the 19th century made tiny little errors, so the borders actually have these slight deviations. It's a permanent reminder of how human imperfection is literally drawn right onto the map. For our final section, we're going to explore another kind of map, the map of strange and surprising rules that govern the land. America's quirks aren't just in its geography. They're written right into its law books. Let's start with this classic from Arizona. And this law actually has a story behind it. Back in the 1920s, a rancher's donkey got comfortable sleeping in a bathtub. Well, a flood came through, washed the bathtub and the donkey away, and it led to this huge rescue effort. So to prevent that from ever happening again, they just made it illegal. Now, this one sounds like a total joke, but it was a real food safety standard back in the 1940s. Officials needed a quick test for freshness, and they decided that if a pickle didn't bounce when you dropped it, it wasn't fit for sale. And just like that, the bounce test was born. Okay, this next one from Ohio is truly baffling. It's illegal to fish for whales on a Sunday. Now, you might be wondering, why Sunday? But here's the thing. The most important piece of information is that Ohio is a completely landlocked state. There are no whales to fish for, not on any day of the week. This one from Texas actually makes a whole lot of sense when you think about it. It's not really about the milk, it's about property rights. The law was designed to protect ranchers from livestock theft and prevent people from trespassing and taking valuable resources from their animals. We're going to end our Weird Laws tour in Skamania County, Washington, which is a huge hotspot for Bigfoot sightings. Back in 1969, they passed an ordinance that makes it a crime to hunt or harass Sasquatch. So if you're in the area and you happen to spot him, yeah, probably best to just leave him be. So from geography that plays tricks on our eyes to laws that justify logic, it's pretty clear that beneath the surface of the familiar, there's a whole world of hidden rules. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other surprising truths are hiding in plain sight, not just on the map, but in the world all around us?